step after step, to climb the equivalent of 3 mountains, but on a staircase. Veteran Ben Wilson has dedicated his time during the lockdown to raise money for the military charities that supported him after he left the RAF with a spinal injury and was later diagnosed with a terminal lung condition.
It's all indoors, so I don't have to worry about the weather. I started as climbing the 3 peaks, as you can see from my sort of original title for the challenge. And then I discovered that I was actually moving a bit better and was a bit more capable than I thought I would be. So I've slowly increased it. So I ended up adding another 2 mountains in Northern Ireland and Wales.
Ben has spent the last month climbing this staircase and has completed more than 3,700 flights, totalling at more than 5 million stairs, all alongside managing his health conditions.
It's lovely to have a routine. I've started having a much better sleep pattern because of it. The PTSD had a massive effect on my sleep. But since I started this, I get up at the same time, prep and breakfast, clean the stairs. There's a lot more vacuuming on this mountain than most, and then at 11 o'clock I start my first session. I can only manage about half an hour at the moment before I get very out of breath, so then I have a gap and I start walking again at 1, then 3, then 5, so I do 4 half-an-hour sessions a day.
Ben reached out to SAFA and the Forces Community Charity, who helped him manage his PTSD, along with fixing parts of his house. He now wants to give back to them.
So I initially approached SAFA, and it was through SAFA that I was referred, to get some help fixing parts of the house that were falling apart around me, and I couldn't financially support those projects, but also to a very, very good local smaller charity, Forces in the Community, that carried on with the counselling for the PTSD and provided very hands-on support locally. I'd obviously had the initial period of lockdown. I'm shielded, so I'm not allowed out at all, and I just felt that given the help that I'd received from these charities last year, I just felt I needed to give something back, and this was an opportunity to do it while I really was very restricted and had not a lot else on.
As Ben is classed as a vulnerable person during this pandemic, he is still waiting to hear when he can start going out. But while he's on lockdown, he has another challenge up his sleeve, which could see him spending most of the year climbing this staircase. Kirsty Chambers, Forces News, Nottingham.